Whoop, 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 whoop.
Washington Post reporter, Ben Terrace. Here's what Ben Terrace wrote. During breaks, when he was being interviewed by Mike Lindell, a woman wiped sweat off Giuliani's bald head. He then quotes Giuliani telling the woman, quote, "Sponge bath for the dog, woof woof." So you tell me if that context makes it any better.
Whoop, 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 whoop. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's 12 seconds into the show, and woof, 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 woof.
There was a woman whose unfortunate job it was to wipe the sweat off of Giuliani's forehead. And he said, "Sponge bath for the dog, woof, woof." I don't even know that I need to continue this segment. Like, what else can I say? This is the man who used to be referred to, he still calls himself this, but nobody else says, America's mayor, right? America's mayor. Sponge bath for the dog.
So how far into insanity and surreality are we going? Don't really know. Do I really care? Really. Things are just going to get stranger. Right? And I really just feel sorry for the innocents. Back in the day when I was younger, I used to try to intercede, fix things. But, I mean, okay, did good, right? I assisted, I took care of things, I learned stuff, right? So here I am in my mid 70s, and I'm in a place, I put myself in a place that I thought I'd, be out of harm's way, and kind of am, right? But still, the cockroaches are everywhere. You just can't get away from them, right? And I'm here. And I was here at lunchtime when there were a bunch of people, and everybody was talking about sponge bath for the dog. Woof, 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 right? And everyone was talking about the level of insanity and corruption that's all around us here in this little out of the way, unbelievably in a boondocks kind of place, but all the rich have shown up and buying up everything and destroying everything without any, they don't even know, they don't even care to know, right? Sponge bath for the dog. Woof, 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 right?
America's mayor, right? America's mayor. Sponge bath for the dog, woof, woof. Jesus Christ. I mean, look, I get it, okay? I'm also bald, have been for a very long time.
No, listen, Giuliani fell down stinking drunk last night. So let's see. Let's go back to Donald Sutherland movie.
According to Wikipedia, Donald McNichol Sutherland was a Canadian actor.
Donald Sutherland playing 8-ball, going whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go.
Hi, man. What are you doing? I'm drinking wine and eating cheese and catching some rays, you know.
What's happening?
Well, the tank's broken and they're trying to fix it.
Then why the hell aren't you up there helping them?
Oh, man. I only ride in them. I don't know what makes them work. Definitely an antisocial type. That's my other dog imitation.
It's shot, Kelly. Well, maybe we can use the fuel pump from that tank. No, won't work on this motor.
Mechanical genius.
Oh, man. Oddball, look, I can't make it work without the parts, no matter how positive I think.
Make a deal.
What kind of a deal?
A deal. Maybe the guy's a Republican. Business is business.
Whoa. Some people say that I look like Donald Sutherland. Hey, Bay City. Let's watch him here. Donald Sutherland and Kelly's Heroes.
These are my boys.
Says I look like me?
This engine's been modified by our mechanical genius here, Moriarty. Right?
Whatever you say, babe.
These tanks are faster than any other tanks in the European theater of operations. Forwards or backwards. See, man, we like to feel that we can get out of trouble quicker than we got into it.
You have their secret weapons?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, you see, all the tanks come up against are bigger and better than ours. So that all we can hope to do is, like, scare them away, you know? This gun is an ordinary 76 millimeter, but we add this piece of pipe onto it, and the crowds think, like, maybe it's a 90 millimeter. We got our own ammunition. It's filled with paint. When we fire it, it scares the hell out. We got a loudspeaker here. When we go into battle, we play music very loud. Kind of calms us down. It's still up. No, it ain't.
A fan? What do we need a fan for?
Have a little faith. Ain't that beautiful people?
Just how the hell do you figure on moving with a column a mile long?
Easy. We can fight. We got an army.
Streets? That ain't an army, it's a circus. That's paint.
Hi, man.
What are you doing?
I'm drinking wine and eating cheese and catching some rays, you know.
What's happening?
Well, the tank's broken and they're trying to fix it.
Then why the hell aren't you up there helping them?
Oh, man. I only ride them. I don't know what makes them work.
Yep.
Definitely an antisocial type. That's my other dog imitation.
So we just did say that identical thing. Yep. So it's like time travel. What can I say? So Donald Sutherland died a few days ago. And, he was Canadian. He was fun. I liked him. he was a good actor. You know, I did some acting, and I realized that acting, it's all about waiting, waiting, and waiting, right? Then you do a part, right? And then people criticize you. And so I enjoyed it, and I did it, but I didn't depend on it, right? It's like all the guys, like the guy was on Solo. He was a carpenter, right? He was, doing George Lucas's closet or something. Anyway, it's none of that is important, right? Really, nothing's important. Do you know the Hebrew word "feh"? It means schmutz, right? That's the there's Hebrew and there's German, and there's a thing in between it, the German kind of Hebrew words, and schmutz is that schmegma, right? And pretty much in the there's the uh, Talmud, the Talmud, there's three books in Judaism, right? And the Torah, Tabla, and the G one, and that's the mystical one, right? And so there are all these words that are in between, and to understand what God's talking about, it's a mathematical formula, right? And so the interesting thing is, you read the Torah, and in the beginning, blah blah blah, man was made from dirt, in the image and likeness of God, who's the superior being, A-lister, movie star, hero of all known stories, and really a man and schmegma's that kind of stuff. That's off the dingle, right? And so anyway, so here we are, made from schmegma, and we're a pain in the butt, and you know we never do anything God says, and then we steal from God, and then we get thrown out of the clubhouse, and then they start having all they can do is begat, 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 and the first two boys try to kill each other, and and in the beginning all the way to Exodus, the clowns are just really pissing God off, and so he says, "That's it. I'm getting rid of all of you except you guys over there. That one family, you build a big boat, put 2x2 on there, and we'll see what happens." So floods everything, and the boat lands on top of a mountain. The animals get off and go do what animals do, and what does Noah do? He gets a little drunk and screws his daughters. We're just schmegma. We're fat. Pretty much, you look at any religion. Pretty much, the people who are there are no good. They're all fat. Okay, and so you know, or you can see yourself not as God, but in co-creation with God through love, unconditional love, and going through Jesus's unconditional forgiveness. And if we live our life that way, that works out pretty good because you can be happy, satisfied, and serve God's love and Jesus's unconditional forgiveness. And you don't have to be Christian. In every religion, they speak of this, right? To be either feh, schmegma, or your better self. So that's woof 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 woof. Right? Woof 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 woof. Right? So wipe the sweat off your brow. Woof 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 woof. Ooh. So how much juice we got left? Oh, so and so Bay City's already left a live chat, so that's what we got going on here. live chat. So, anybody out there got anything to say? It's 14 minutes and 49 seconds. The computer is supposed to be crashing now. I filled my tank up with gas. Got a few dollars. I'm gonna just go home. I got plenty of food. Even the electricity goes out. I got water and no problems. Um, woof, 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 woof. So earlier this morning, I was talking about the 18 months. My life kind of runs in Venn diagrams of 18 months, right? And I tried not to. I'm a very habitual person, meaning I go to this one place, have the same breakfast all the time, every time, right? Because I like it, right? So I tried a new breakfast, and it was okay, but it wasn't the thing I'm habitually, right? So I try not to be habitual, right? I put up little guardrails to being habitual, but I end up being habitual, but inside the guardrails of not being habitual. So if you can't get outside of those things, those habits, what you're going to be is a dog, having somebody wipe the sweat off your brow, and you're going, woof, 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 right? Scooby, what's the meaning in life? So, how about you guys? You got anything to say? What time is it? Oh, it's 2:25. It feels like Saturday, but it's really Friday. There's no understanding of time and space. Um, so, then I hope you're doing well. Maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe I won't. What's the weather going to be like the next few days? I have a sense. So we've had it really hot here the last 3 weeks in the 90s. And it'll be interesting to see what we do this week. I think it's going to get colder and it's going to rain. It's my feeling on it. Let's see what the weatherman says. I'll look at the IGF models here. Yep, kind of looks that way. Yeah, let's see. The rest of the week is going to be in the 70s, right? Only one day 80, and the rest are in the mid 70s. Some days are in the 60s. So that's nice. So let's see what the UV is going to be. Very high, extremely high, deadly, 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 deadly. Even with rain and clouds, it's going to be. So let's see. Go back to Saturday today, light rain, 6 inches of rain. Not yet. Sunday, 9 inches. Monday, 1 inch of rain. Tuesday, 5 inches of rain. Wednesday, 5 inches of rain. Thursday, 5 inches of rain. Friday, 7 inches of rain. So, looks like rain. Rain and cool, but a lot of UV. So, wear that long sleeve shirt. Wear the dark glasses, long brim hat. This is how not to get skin cancer. I lived in Australia for 3 years. Everybody I knew ran around in bikinis and shorts and t-shirts and would get burnt. They're all dead of skin cancer. Me, I'm walking around with an umbrella. Well, what are you doing that for? Then I see rocket scientists. This one said, well, he's a smart boy. Aborigines at Ayers Rock, smart white boy. So, I can go on and on and on about what's coming down the pike, but it's just more of the same. Nothing really any different. It's not like, oh my God, it's the end of times. Not really. Right? End of times, if you were in the Black Plague, 6th century, that was kind of dark ages, that's what they call it. Not so much now. We're going to be seeing stranger than strange things, but it really won't be that strange because they've already been happening for the last 6,000 years. So, I could play you all kinds of stuff. I could play you now. Woof, 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 woof. And, I'm going to be dead soon. But just this is going to be dead, right? Not my spirit. I'll be doing something else, right? And I just was brought back to do that 11%, and so I'm here until that's done, and having a good time doing it, right? Letting go of all my preconceived notions, right? I'm letting myself be free of my prejudice. Right? It's still there. I'm aware of it. I observe it. I use it to understand what's going on around. It's like a lens, but I don't live it. I don't push it. I don't, tell other people that they gotta be this. Even at church, I'm, basically, when I do go, I just sit there and pray and emanate love. I don't. I've been speaking about it, love and forgiveness. That's all there is, for the last 3 churches. People hear what I say. A lot of people tell me they appreciate what I say. They don't do much with it. So I'm just going to live it, energetically. And so, my real reason to be here is to experiment with these things. That's why I do these shows to see how they affect you guys. Bay City, how's this affecting you? Anyway, well, love you all. Stay well, be good.